You know, I gotta say, man, I love frogs. And I got a gift for you, the viewer, right here in my hand. Just for you. And I hope you'll accept this offering. You know, it's very nice. I think this is actually the chillest frog I've ever met. He does not care. Usually they jump, but this guy's freaking adorable. Look at him. He does not care. This is the coolest frog I've ever met. So what's the premise of this video? We're gonna be looking for these guys. Frogs. That's what we're gonna be looking for. That's the whole premise. I've got the greatest fit. Now he jumps. Now he fucking jumps. Now you're being an asshole, man. You're being a real asshole. I'm trying to show off my outfit that I got. I got him pretty good now. I'm actually gonna show him my outfit. What do you think, dude? I got this beautiful shirt on, and down here, he's in my crock. He's on my, look. Do you see that? He's not being cooperative. I'm gonna let him go. He's not being cooperative. Oh, he wants to stay with me. Look at him. He wants to be my friend. Oh my god. This frog is like bipolar, because now he's back to being chill. Nope. Okay. Here. Go, be free. So this is what we got for the outfit. This is probably top 10 outfits for me in general. I've got this amazing shirt, and I've got the Minecraft Crocs. You see that? Are you seeing this? So fire. Got him. No! Oh, I got another frog. There he is. Decent sized one. That's he's a pain in the ass to catch. Oh my god, dude, come on. Look at, oh my god. No, he's gone. Frogs. They're beloved by the internet. I mean, look at these adorable primitive creatures. You know, they make for pretty decent pets. What's not to like about them? What if I were to tell you that these adorable creatures that are loved by all are actually a part of the most endangered animal group in the world, amphibians? But how is that possible? I mean, we all love frogs, we all love axolotls. How can we just stand here and let these adorable creatures die off? To understand why frogs and the greater group of amphibians are so endangered, we need to travel back in time to when they first came about. And to do that, I'm going to use this. The Wheel of Time. Oh my god. Why is this place so hot? Oh my god. I'm burning up. Oh, Jesus. Okay, it appears I went too far back. Here we go, the late Devonian period. You may recognize this guy. This is Tiktaalik. He's the bold fish who decided to walk on land. Tiktaalik and its relatives gave rise to early tetrapods, such as Acanthostega and Ichthyostega, during the late Devonian. Which then, these early tetrapods eventually gave rise to amphibians. Fast forward a couple million years to the Carboniferous, and it is a completely different world dominated by arthropods and amphibians. Now, the best way that I could describe the Carboniferous period is, imagine if you took a modern day hot and humid swamp, just like the one I'm walking around in here, and then you covered the entire planet with it and supersized the animals. like the frogs, salamanders, spiders, and so on. Although, of course, during this time period, the animals were completely different from the ones we see today. I mean, there weren't even frogs yet in the Carboniferous period. The Carboniferous period had giant dragonflies and millipedes, and of course, amphibians, such as the iconic Diplocaulus, or the group of very large amphibians known as temnospondyls. But it didn't have frogs, like I said. It was a completely different world from today, but it was perfect for amphibians. And walking around the swamp looking for all these frogs, you know, it felt like I had time traveled back to the Carboniferous, not just because, you know, I was finding all sorts of different frogs and stuff like that, but also because I saw this big-ass spider. Pretty damn cool. I hope if there's anyone watching with arachnophobia, I hope I jump scared you with that. I want to show this off. These little plants here, I have no idea what they are, okay? I'm not that much of a nerd. They look really cool. They're sprinkled all throughout here. Paired with the swamp environment, the trees and the water, it just looks like a scene right out of the Carboniferous period. It's very cool. Now, of course, nothing lasts forever, and these swamps from the Carboniferous period eventually started to dry up, and other animals started to dominate the planet. So amphibians peaked in the Carboniferous, and afterwards they were kinda, you know, pushed to the side a little bit, which we still see today. It's, you know, amphibians aren't the dominant species on Earth. Because most amphibians require, you know, such a particular fragile wetland habitat to survive, they've never been able to dominate the planet the same way they did during the Carboniferous. So with the loss of habitat for amphibians throughout Earth's history, or I guess when the Carboniferous period dried up and the amphibians lost their habitat, you know, you might assume that this was the end of the road for amphibians. But obviously that's not the case, because we still have amphibians that are alive today. Fast forward to the early Triassic period, and we find our first frog-like amphibian, Triatobatrachus massinodi. Now, this guy wasn't a, you know, actual frog. It was a, as I said, a frog-like amphibian. The earliest true frogs were thought to appear in the early Jurassic, where we find Procellaris. Then, the late Cretaceous period, we find Beelzebufo, the devil toad. It is thought to be the largest frog to ever live throughout Earth's history. So, you know, it took a while, but we eventually got frogs. So why do frogs hang out in areas like this? This one is a little baby one. It still has a tail, sort of, as you can see. You get real close there. You can see he still has a little nub, so he's still a little baby guy. The reason why they hang out in spots like this is because they are seasonal wetlands or vernal pools, essentially meaning that during the spring these areas are filled up with water like this. Oh my god, this frog is such a good, he's such a good actor. He's just chilling out. So essentially what this means is that during the spring, the frogs can lay their eggs, and then the eggs hatch, and then the pools dry up, and it's starting to rain right now, so we're probably gonna see a lot more frogs. Point being, frogs lay their eggs, eggs hatch, baby frogs are everywhere, tadpoles, and then the pools dry up. And it's a perfect system because these pools aren't able to house fish and other stuff like that because they're only temporary. So that's why frogs like hanging out here so much. This guy literally has not moved. He's just chilling out. He's a good actor. Look at him. Look at this creature. All right, I'm gonna let him go now. Goodbye, goodbye. There we go. He literally just sat there the whole time. It was so good. I found an imposter among the frogs. This guy is fat and slow. I don't even have to try. I love toads so much. They're so cute. Look at him. Oh my god. What a strange looking frog, am I right? What's so much more fun about toads is I don't gotta worry. This guy's just gonna sit here, and you can just sit here as however long you want and film him. He's just gonna sit here. They're the lazier version of frogs. All right. Goodbye, friend. Goodbye. Thank you for not peeing on me. All right, so we're in the woods now, and ironically, this is a wood frog. I like these. I don't like them anymore. I don't like them anymore. Get back here. I like them a lot because they're very cute. Damn. Look at them. Look how cute this guy is. Very jumpy, but he is adorable. He's on my arm now. No, goddamn. It's starting to rain. We're probably gonna get out of here soon, but take a guess why these guys are called wood frogs. Take a guess. Take a guess why these guys are called wood frogs.
Okay.
Oh my god, you want to get a shot of him on the leaves here? You see, he camouflages very well because they live in the woods. That's why they're called wood frogs. Wow. There he is. I don't have anything else to say about him anymore. I've said everything I could, but now you can at least see him better, I hope. So now I'm gonna officially let you go. You're allowed to leave now. You're allowed to leave now. I'm letting you go now. Now he doesn't want to leave. Come on. Come on. Come on, dude. Well, at least we get cool shots. He's just chilling out now. Oh, god damn it! I think that's probably about it for here. We found a lot of frogs, a lot of cool frogs. I caught a few of them. Very cool area. It's starting to rain more now. Earlier it was just sprinkling. Now it's starting to pick up a little bit, so we don't want to get caught in a storm. And you got something on your face. You just... Okay. All right. So yeah, that's about it. We're gonna get out of here now. So now you understand how frogs came to be, and how today's swamps give us a glimpse into how Earth looked like hundreds of millions of years ago. Let's fast forward to the Quaternary period, the emergence of man. Now I gotta say, the relationship between frogs and humans is a complex one. We find frogs adorable, so some of us keep them as pets, while others find them tasty, so they eat them. That makes me want to ask the question, what is your relationship with frogs? Like, have you ever wanted to piss on one? Because pregnant woman did. And they found that when pregnant woman pissed on frogs, the frogs would lay eggs, so they used them as pregnancy tests. And I'm assuming this probably wasn't very good for the frog. Maybe. Possibly. Anyways, the reason why I bring all of this up is that frogs are a beloved animal. I don't think I've met anyone who doesn't like frogs. And if there's anyone out there who doesn't like frogs, they're on the same level of evil as a politician or King Leopold II. So for this segment, I'd like to talk about some of the cutest frogs in the world. Aw, look at this guy. Aw, isn't he so cute? He's critically endangered. Oh, what about this guy? Also critically endangered. He's about to die. Oh, look at this one. Come on, look, this one's really cute. Come on, this one's already extinct. It is said that 41% of all amphibian species are threatened with extinction. So this begs the question that I asked in the intro. If we all love frogs so much, why are they a part of the most endangered animal group in the world. Why haven't we done anything about this? Well, there's a lot of factors that go into it, but as a whole, in short, amphibians might be fucked. They require such a particular habitat to survive, as we've seen in Earth's history before with the Carboniferous period. When we start to remove these wetland ecosystems, amphibians don't do too well, because they rely on these habitats for their entire life cycle. I mean, it's literally elementary school science. We all learned about the tadpole metamorphosizing into the frog and all that. Point being, habitat loss is one of the greatest threats to amphibian populations. But that's not all that's causing amphibians to go extinct. Climate change, disease, and pollution are all playing a role in the decline of amphibians, along with the deadly chytrid fungus, which has wiped out as many as 90 species of amphibians. But it's not all doom and gloom. There's still a chance to save amphibians from extinction. And this is my pitch on how to save amphibians from extinction in the United States. Only in the United States, because I'm American, and, you know, part of being American is not giving a shit about any other country in the world. Do you guys remember that schizophrenic guy that went viral a while back? Alex Jones, that was his name.
Call it this interdimensional thing that gives them advanced off-world technology. The fallen one that's not of this world is giving them advanced knowledge
What
on
are
how
you
to
talking
construct.
about?
Yeah, you know, he's the guy who said that the government was putting chemicals into the water that was making the frogs gay.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
Now, believe it or not, this guy was onto something. The government wasn't turning frogs gay, but there was an experiment done on a herbicide called atrazine, a widely used herbicide, and the experiment was done on how this herbicide affected frogs. And the experiment found that this herbicide would essentially turn frogs trans. So if I went to the United States government right now and I went to them and I was like, oh, you know, we gotta do something about this whole pollution thing. It's killing off a bunch of frogs. Really not cool, okay? We gotta tone it down, right? Well, most likely they'd just laugh in my face and they wouldn't give a shit. But if I went to them and I said, hey, you know, this whole pollution thing, these herbicides that you guys are just, you know, pumping into the ground and, you know, it's ending up in our waters and stuff like that. It's making the frogs trans. It's making them trans. Then, well, I think just like that, they would declare a national emergency and, I mean, right then and there, I think pollution would be no more in the US. I think that'd be it. Frogs have literally been around for millions of years, even living alongside the dinosaurs. And amphibians as a whole were around long before the dinosaurs. It'd be pretty sad if they got wiped out by a bunch of dudes who just wanted to build a fucking golf course. I love frogs, and I know for a fact that you do too, unless if you are a evil person. Frogs have survived mass extinction events before, so maybe, just maybe, if we actually gave a shit, they could survive us too.